Hey guys, it's time for another combo time video, and once again I'm Raymus. I will be your host going over everything with you. Today we're going to be going over the Nebulon B with Salvation and Raymus Antilles, and as a bonus we're going to add in one of my favorite upgrade cards for the support team. Support team upgrade slot, Nav Team. Okay, now many people love engine techs on the Gladiator Star Destroyer. I love Nav Teams on a ship with Raymus Antilles, and I'll show you why in a second. Today we're going to be going against the Victory Star Destroyer with the Nebulon B, and to show you guys, I'm a horrible person. People are going to hate me for it, but yes, I did take a heated metal object, and I did destroy this Victory Star Destroyer. I love doing it. It's so much fun to cause mayhem and make a ship look like it's been in combat. I've got some more damage to do to it, mainly on the underside near the hangar bay to show as if it did a flip to present its hangar bay to get fighters launched quickly, etc. But yeah, so that is what we're doing today. And none of this is scripted. I'm just placing the ships as we go, and I'm going to show you maybe a turn or two how things work. But first, we're going to go over the cards. So, Salvation. And before I do this, note, I'm sorry if there's any focusing issues. I'm using a camera on my phone, once again. So, focusing is manual. So, give me a moment. Ta-da! Oh, come on. Are you telling me? There we go. Ah, perfect. So, Salvation. It is a Nebulon B upgrade for 7 points. And it says, while attacking a ship from your front hull zone, your crit icons count as 2 damage instead of 1. That's pretty big, guys. That means that your crit, which there's 2 of on the red dice, you can see it right here, 2 of them, 2 blanks, 2 hits, an accuracy, and a double hit. That means 2 out of your 6 facings that do something, 2 of them are criticals. That means they're the same as this double hit. That effectively means you've got 3 out of 8 chances to do 2 damage per dice. So with a Nebulon B, that's 3 dice. And it can even get more, and I'll show you in a second. Boom. You can't see it. There we go, there's the focus. And look at one roll. Crit, double hit, and that accuracy. So now I can negate the Victory Star Destroyer's brace, and he's going to take 4 damage on a hull zone or any of 2 hull zones because of the redirects. So I've effectively just stripped 4 shields for a 7-point upgrade. That's pretty good. Next we have Raymus Antilles, okay? There we go. When you reveal a command, you may gain 1 matching command token without spending the command dial. Now he's an officer upgrade for 7 points, and he's rebel only. So if they ever come out with the Nebulon B for the Imperial side, well, you're out of luck, guys. It's only for the rebels. So he's really good. Let's say I reveal a command for Concentrate Fire, okay? And Concentrate Fire command is going to give me a 4th, it's going to give me 3 red dice. I'm going to roll 3 red dice as normal. I'm going to roll. Now I choose to activate the command. I'm going to add a dice, and he gives me a token, so now I can re-roll a dice as well, okay? So I'm going to roll a dice and get another hit. And I'm going to choose to re-roll a dice, just for kicks. Still got a hit. So still 3 damage, and an accuracy. So once again, there's that brace and possibly an entire shield zone gone. Alright? Now, we're going to go with the 3rd upgrade card. This one's my favorite for the Nebulon Bs. It is Nav Team. Nav Team, let's see if I can get a better zoom in for you guys. There we go. So, Nav Team is a 4-point support team upgrade. And it's based on your navigate, just like engine teams. It lets your navigate tokens give you the same ability as a navigate command. So you can change your yaw and speed value by 1, okay? You can increase your yaw value by 1 or your speed value, okay? Now, if you don't remember what the Nebulon chart looks like, let me get it out for you. the Nebulon chart's actually kind of interesting because it's the reverse of a gladiator, okay? Here's the Nebulon chart, and yes, I've been to a few tournaments. I don't have the super nice Victory Star Destroyer alternate art, so you know I'm not that good, guys. I've only been to one tournament, so yeah. But you see the chart, it's the reverse of the gladiator, where the gladiator has 2 clicks on 1, the Nebulon has 2 clicks at 2, okay? So that means that at speed 3, which is what we're going to be going for this demo, let me focus again for you guys. If we're going speed 3 for the demo, he can actually get 0 clicks, 1 click, 2 clicks, alright? So watch this. Let's say I activate a navigation command, alright? A navigation command. Now, I've been asked questions. One of my range rulers is speed 3. I don't go the full 4 segments. I barely ever go speed 4. If I'm going to go speed 4, I'll just notch this up and continue my move. Nothing horrible about that unless I'm trying to get around a ship or something. Then I might create the speed 4. Alright, so remember, he gets 2 clicks, 1 click, and no clicks, okay? But what if I'm using Raymus Antilles, who gives me a token for the command, and Nav Team, which lets my navigate token give me an extra yaw as well. Now I have 2 extra clicks to put somewhere. Now I can do this and this. Look at that turn. Look at that. Let's put it down on the board. I'll show you right here. Look at that sharp turn. I'm going to go from here to here in one go. Okay? Now, obviously, you would never do that with a Victory Star Destroyer right there, but it's just a thought. So, what else could you do? You can do 1 click or 2 clicks here, 1 click here, and 2 clicks. So, you'd have a situation like this, where I'm in close medium range, and unfortunately, I think he still can see my side arc. Yeah, he can still see my side arc. And then his closest point to my closest point doesn't quite cross. Nope. Doesn't quite cross. It might actually cross and negate that attack. I'd have to look that up again. With the new line of sight rules, there's a little bit of confusion I'm having personally over, do I measure the closest point of the hull zone or just the closest point of the cardboard? That's just me not having read the rules and memorizing it. So that's just totally on me, and someone will probably correct me. That's fine. But no, see how I did that? I went up to here in one go. I just did a huge turn from all the way down here, all the way down there, and I just jumped right here at speed 3 and kept my forward arc, for the most part, straight in front. Now, obviously, I'd rather do something like this to keep my forward arc guaranteed, because I have braces, so I can survive, and now he has no access. So I just did 1 click and then got 1 click here. I could have done 2 clicks instead. That would have shown off my side. Would it? No. Oh my god. That would not. That would cause a ram later on by the victory, or he'd have to turn to avoid the ram, and he'd still present his front arc to me. What about at speed 2? Speed 2, as we know with the Nebulon B, is only 1 click, right? So at speed 2, I also have a range ruler at speed 2, because when I play Imperials, or I play an Imperial player, they usually use the speed, or used to before the Gladiator came out. At speed 2, I can get 1 click. Now with Raymus Antilles and Nav Team, I can get 2 clicks. That's obviously amazing, because there's no ship in the game that can do that normally. Even the CR90 needs help to do that, guys. So that means I can do something like this, where I have this steep turn, and I can just go boop right over. Alright? Okay, so that's going over Nav Team. What about Raymus Antilles and Salvation? What's so good about it? So, I showed you earlier how he'll give you an extra dice, right? So, Raymus Antilles, honestly, on any ship, as long as you're planning it right, is spectacular, okay? He even works on Tantive 4, Alea, CR90s. Or no, not Leia, because you can't have Leia and Raymus, so that's kind of a wash, but oh well. But no, he works really well. So in this situation with Raymus Antilles and Salvation, I'll show you guys again. You get 3 dice normally to roll. Crit and a hit. So Salvation, front arc, that's 3 damage already. Raymus Antilles, if you had a concentrate fire, would give you an extra dice for the concentrate fire. So rolling, accuracy, and the concentrate fire token, which you have to declare the same time you're making the attack, because you cannot spend 2 token. You can't spend 2 commands for different attacks. So it has to be all in one. So if I'm going to use Raymus Antilles for a concentrate fire and a token, I'm probably going to have the reroll going at the same time. Okay, guys? So here's the reroll. Still a blank. I still did 3 damage and an accuracy. That'll strip the brace, or make the brace not being able to be used. And yeah, I just destroyed a whole arc. Well, once again, guys, that's a combo time episode on Raymus Antilles. Our wrap-up is real simple. Nav Team with Raymus Antilles gives you extra yaw values. So your speed 2, speed 3 just becomes better. And it'll work on a CR90 as well, but it's a little expensive. It's 11 points alone for those 2 cards. So it can be a little expensive to put on. Sadly, the Assault Frigate doesn't get that combination, and obviously the Gladiator Star Destroyer can't have Raymus, so But if you have Tarkin, if you have Tarkin and Planning Navigates, ouch, you could have 1, 1, and 2 at the top arc. You won't have engine teams, or engine techs, so you don't have to worry about that. No, it's pretty good. Still, it's 11 points, so it's kind of a hefty bid. At least for the Rebel side. But yeah, that's the combo time video, guys. If you have any questions, remember it's Raymus. I am on the FFG boards on Armada. Oh, Dano. Or you can find me on Reddit for Star Wars Armada. And as always, click subscribe and like. And thank you guys again.